So welcome to the video. I know it's been probably 2 or 3 weeks at least since my last video, but thank you. If you have clicked on this video, thank you so much for that. Please stay till the end because it's very, very, very important to me. Gonna talk about the topic that you see at the title, but also catch you up for a couple of things because I have been gone for a while. As you can tell, new background here. I'll also show you what I'm looking at right now as I talk to you guys. So this is my view right now. I'm talking to you guys and this is what I'm looking at. Also, other big news, which I'm not going to talk about in this video, but in the following video, so next Friday, I have a ring on my finger now, so very, very happy, as you can probably tell by the smile. But yeah, I'll explain all of this. I'll explain this. If you don't follow me on social media, you should, because if you do follow me on social media, then you already know, you've already seen some of this, you've already seen that. But anyway, let's get to the video. Thank you for clicking on it. Let's go ahead right now, hit that like button in the corner and comment something down below and subscribe if you are new.
Give me reasons to doubt, try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out, you can't get to me.
So, planning, pros and cons of having a plan. People have their 5-year plan, 10-year plan. That's a lot of planning. Good and bad things about planning. Personally, I love to plan. I like to have everything planned out. Everything from planning out all of this, planning out the house, to planning out a wedding, something like that, to planning out what are my personal goals in career related, whether it's YouTube related, personally, anything like that. I like to have a plan, and that is great. Always want to have a plan. You want to have a goal for this week. You want to have a goal for the next month. You want to have a goal for the end of the year, 5 years, 10 years. Anything after 10 years, you're really, really pushing it. But have a goal for this week. What are you gonna do today that's gonna get you to where you wanna be by the end of the week? What are you gonna do in this month that's gonna help you to get to where you wanna be at the end of the year in 365 days? So right now, today is Thursday, the 27th. So next year, in 2019, on the 27th, what am I gonna do between now and then that's gonna make me different in 365 days? Because right now, this person that I am right now, I don't wanna be that person in 365 days. And you shouldn't be either. You shouldn't want that. Your life might be great right now, but let's get even better. Let's accomplish something else. Maybe not accomplish something for yourself, but what can you do for someone else in that year? Make that part of your plan. Having a plan. I know people that will plan out every single hour of their day. There'll be people that will plan out their sleeping schedule, their naps, when they can do this, when they can do that. That's a lot of planning. But then there's other people that don't plan at all. They wake up and they just go. No plan. Maybe they know they got a couple things to do. They'll do it when they get to it, but they just go for it. This video is going to be about how you can combine those two ways of planning to make it the best planning for your life. Do you want to plan every single second? Sure, go ahead and do that. Or are you on the other side where you don't plan at all and you just say, I'm just going to go with the flow? If I get it done, cool. If not, I've got the next day, the next day, the next day. You want to be right here in that middle. Right there. Have an idea. Plan. Know your big goal. Always set that big goal. But then, how are you going to get there? I talk about this a lot in my videos. I talk about it in my books, ebooks down below. Also coming out with new copies with them. So side note, new copies for ebooks coming out. Paper copies I don't want ebooks anymore, but you can get the ebooks right now online. It talks about all of this stuff, the whole planning concept. So that's down below. But anyway, have that big goal. Where do you want to be in 365 days? But now let's break it down, because that's huge. There's going to be a lot of stuff that happens between now and those 365 days. So break those 365 days into quarters. You have 90-day quarters. What can you do within those 90 days that gets you closer? So you break down that big goal into 4 more smaller goals. So you start down here, accomplish that goal, then you get that next goal, and then the next one, and the next one. Then you reach that top goal, that #1 goal. But now, that's one giant goal broken down into 4. Now, can we break these down into even smaller goals? And the answer to that is yes, of course you can. Of course. Because nothing in life is easy. You don't just wake up and you've got all the money in the world in your bank account. No, you gotta work for that. But how do you work for that? Do you just jump up and you're the CEO? Do you just wake up and the next day you create that company, that brand? No. You start down here. You might start even here and end up down here and then eventually build. It's all part of the plan. So then again, big goal, 4 smaller goals. Then how can we break these up to even smaller ones? So these smaller ones are 90 days, okay? 1 goal for each 90 days. Now let's break those goals into 3 smaller ones, okay? So you have 12 tiny goals that evolve into 4 bigger goals that then evolve into one big goal, 12-4-1. You do that, and that big giant goal won't seem so big to you. It's scary. Maybe that's quit your job at the top. You've been there for 10 years. You know everybody knows you. You've put in a lot of work, but maybe you haven't been promoted like you want to, but you've been there 10 years. You don't want to hurt anyone's feeling by leaving, but that is your big goal. So in 365 days, if you say, next year at this point, I want to be somewhere else. Well, let's break that down into 4 smaller goals. And then from those 4 smaller goals, break it down into 12 more. What can you do with that? Get rid of it. You know what your big goal is. You know you want to quit that job. You've been talking about it for years. You've been at the company for 10 years, but you've been talking about it for the last 5 years. Everyone's sick and tired of hearing you say that. So 12-4-1. Break it down. Now with that being said, that's this side. The people that plan everything. Now let's talk about those non-planners. Totally fine. Those people, they somehow get things done. And you're like, what the heck? Last month they weren't doing anything. They were sitting on the couch, and now they're at this company. They're like the yes man. An opportunity comes, they say, sure, why not? Yes, I'll do it. And then you keep going. They don't have a plan, but they're just following the path whichever way it goes. You gotta bring those together. Be a planner, but also understand that path, that plan that you have, it won't happen. It won't. That plan that you have been set, that 10-year, 5-year plan, it's not gonna happen. That's where this side comes in. It won't happen exactly as you plan it. Things happen. Did I ever think I would be here right now? No way. Did I ever think I'd be married already at 24? No. It wasn't part of my, whatever you say, 5-year plan. But I am so happy that I have this and the meaning of it, without a doubt. But was that part of the plan? No. That's where this side came in. Opportunities that allowed us to be here, allowed this to happen, happened. And I love it. Would never change a single thing. So that's where you have to bring those in. So the pros and cons of planning. Pros, yes, go ahead and plan. Cons is that it doesn't always happen like that. Your plans don't always work. But now let's switch it. The good thing is, other things happen. Some things will happen that are even better than you expected. Even better than you could have ever imagined and hoped for. You thought you were gonna have to do 10 things to get there. Well, another opportunity happens, you'll have to do 5 things to get to your top goal. Now flip it again. Cons, planning. People get so stuck on planning that when something doesn't go right, they freeze, they break down. I'm 25 years old and I was supposed to already be married and 2 kids and a house, a white picket fence, but that doesn't happen and they get crushed. But then take a step back. Think about where you are. Maybe you don't have that family yet, but your career is through the roof. You're doing awesome, you're killing it. But whereas you wanted a family first and then the career, but let's flip it, you got the career, then the family comes. So pros and cons. Good to plan, also good to know that your plan doesn't always go through. Flip it. It's good when plans don't follow through completely because there's other opportunities out there. People get tunnel vision, they don't see anything else, but there are other opportunities there. And that's how I've pretty much lived my life through college and out of college. I thought I was doing this one thing, I studied for tests to get certifications, to do all of that. I didn't even do any of that. Am I upset about it? No. Am I glad that I tried it? 100%, because it led me to where I am right now. Everything happens for a reason, whether you know all of those reasons or not. I believe that 100%. It happens for a reason. Fate, whatever you want to call it, it happens for a reason. You just may not always know those reasons, but be open. That is the biggest thing I can say is be open. Set that plan, have that giant plan, break it down into 4, break those 4 into 12. You will get there. Your path might look like this, but that's okay. Because when you do get there, you're gonna be proud. You're gonna be very happy. It is worth it, I promise you that. That's what got me all of this. That's what got me here on YouTube, by being open. Did I ever think, you can see in my beginning videos over 2-3 years ago, I would never in a million years think I would sit here in front of the camera and talk to you guys, talk to thousands of people, but I'm doing it. Was that my plan, my 10-year plan, 5-year plan? No way, but am I happy? Yes, because everything happens for a reason, whether you know those reasons or not. So right now, go think about your plans, think about where you want to be in 365 days. Make a goal, break it down to 4 more goals, break those 4 goals into 12 steps on how you're going to get there, and you will do it, promise. As long as you want it bad enough, there's nothing that can stop you. Nothing. Yes, you're gonna get knocked down. That's part of it. You want to get knocked down. Embrace that. Embrace people telling you no. Embrace rejections. Say thank you and move on. Do not stay put. Do not stay put, okay? Everything happened for a reason. You just have to figure it out. Put those puzzle pieces together. You might have 100 pieces, they're just not fitting yet. But maybe they're not supposed to fit yet. But they will. It will eventually if you keep working, okay? Don't sit at home, don't sit on your couch and wait for the pieces to put themselves together, because it won't happen. You gotta do it. Put those words into action and make them reality. Turn those words into reality, to what you wake up to every single morning and live. So with that being said, I really appreciate you guys staying this long for the video. I know it's kind of long, but I had made a video in a while. I really wanted to do it for you all. I wouldn't be here doing what I do if it wasn't for you. So WID, why I do what I do. You guys are why I do what I do. So with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, have a great day.